Hi, my name's Brittany Turner. I'm from Bradford Turner Insurance Group. I'm an insurance agent here. And recently we are looking more into the wedding and event coverage. We've always had this coverage, but unfortunately with several vendors and venues going bankrupt and leaving the bridal party stranded, we thought that, it would be great to actually highlight this and let people know that we're here. So I just wanted to go over this quoting sheet really quick. This is something that you can do, or this is something that you can ask me to do. Either way is completely fine with me. So let's go to the first tab. It says policyholders, resident state. I put Georgia. Then event type, you can click wedding, or you can click pretty much anything. So we're going to click wedding. Number of guests. There's several options you have, but I'm going to go with 101 to 150 because that seems to kind of be the standard. Then you have your event date you can obviously pick. So below that, there's core coverage. There are 10 levels that you can choose from. From level 1, you can choose $160 in premium all the way up to level 10, which is $1,025 in premium. Now that is like a one-shop deal. That's all you pay. And so let's just highlight level 1. That's level 2. Level 1, we have the premium for that would be $160. It's going to cover cancellation postponement. Now let's go over what that is. For example, if the venue suddenly goes out of business and is inaccessible, or sudden illness prevents the honorees, parents, grandparents, or children of honorees from attending, or the honorees are unexpectedly called to duty, this coverage can reimburse you for the lost deposits. Additional expense. If a caterer or transportation company suddenly becomes unavailable for your event, but you can find a last-minute replacement, this coverage can reimburse you for the difference in cost, and that would be up to $1,500 right there. Event video or photographs. For example, if your photographer fails to show up or loses the negatives from your wedding, this coverage can reimburse you for the cost of reconvening your wedding party to take new photos or videos, and that is up to $150. Event gifts. This one's kind of funny to me, but if someone damages one of your gifts while on display, this coverage can reimburse for the repair or replacement cost. Special attire. We're talking about your wedding gown or tuxedo. It will cover up to that amount of coverage. So level 1, it would cover up to $1,500. Special jewelry. This is if a member of the wedding party, for example, loses the ring the night before the wedding, this coverage can reimburse you for the new rings. So this one would be, under level 1, would be $1,000. Lost deposits. If your band or your limo, caterer, hairdresser, whoever that you've already paid and put down a deposit doesn't show up, under level 1, you have $1,000 you can use. And once again, this goes up to 10 levels. It can go up to $10,000 in lost deposits, $10,000 in special jewelry, $10,500 in attire, $10,000 in gifts, event photographs and video, $10,500. Additional expenses, $35,000. And cancellation/postponement, it can go up to $175,000. And all you're paying on that level 10 is $1,025 that you just saved. So let's go to the next coverage. Once again, this is self-serve. So if you decided, I don't want liability, you can always click that, and the amount is $0. However, most wedding venues nowadays are requiring the bridal party to purchase liability, so we've got you covered. Let's go over what liability actually covers. Liability insurance can provide coverage for liability for property damage and personal injuries to third parties at location of your event. For example, if a guest slips and falls at your wedding, we can provide coverage for your liability. So it goes all the way to $1 million per occurrence, $1 million general aggregate liability, $1 million property damage sublimit. That's the middle range. Then it can go up to $2 million and $1 million property damage sublimit. So let's say we're going to choose this one, 165. That's $1 million per occurrence, $1 million general aggregate liability, $25,000 property. And let's go back up to our coverage levels. And let's say since it's 101 to 150 guests, we're going to choose level 3. That should at least get what we need back. So we've chosen our liability, we've chosen our level. Now, if you decided to have liquor, there is liquor liability in the state of Georgia. You can obviously choose 0, or you can choose 50. Liquor liability. For example, if an accident is caused by an intoxicated guest at the event site, that could result in liability for you. Liquor liability coverage is available up to the liability limit on the policy. Next, special activities. So if you do have any special activities such as fire pits, bonfires, fireworks, anything inflatable, you would need to call us so that we could get proper coverage for that. If that's a no, then your total premium that you're going to pay is $470. That is for liquor liability, $1 million in coverage, plus $25,000 in property damage. Then, since we picked level 3, it's going to cover $25,000 in cancellation, $5,000 in additional expenses, $2,500 in event photograph mishaps, $2,000 in event gifts, special attire $2,500, special jewelry $2,000, lost deposits $2,000. Now tell me how awesome that is. And all of this is by the click of your mouse, not mine. Once again, I would be absolutely happy to go through this with you, but this is also a self-serve, so please share. If you know anyone who's getting married or know an event planner or venue, it would be great to share, because a lot of people don't know that this is actually out there, and unfortunately things happen, life happens, and people are left in the negative, and we want to make sure that they're not. $470 is absolutely chump change when it comes to how much you actually spend on your wedding. I hope this has educated you, and if you have any questions at all, please feel free to give me a call, 678-456-8321, or my email, Brittany@bradfordturner.com. Thank you. I hope you have a blessed day.